Actually, to be honest with you, I think guilt is productive. If you don't sit on it too long, you shouldn't sit on it and just feel guilty and whip yourself. No. But I think guilt is productive. I think historical guilt is productive as a way of activating the possibilities of creating other futures, to take responsibility for how you create other futures. So many people want to push away from guilt. No. I think these emotions, the politics of emotions, is something I'm interested in, especially around heritage, that we can feel ashamed. We can feel guilty, we can apologize, and we can commit to a cause to not do it again. And we probably will fail. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't commit to it. To open up and say that I am a part of the guilty is a starting point. But it is also my responsibility in that discussion to take you at your word, that you are honest in wanting to move forward with me, and also I think to not to restrict you to the past. And by restrict you to the past is where I always look at you as white and look and say that whiteness means that you cannot, it is impossible for you to commit to a project of future creation, of cohesion. Because sometimes we do that, We create the categories that we've come to inherit, white, black. We sometimes continue to inhabit them and don't want to move on to think that there can be coalition around the possibilities of creating other things that is beyond the skin. It don't mean that we don't come to it from our perspectives, but sometimes we want to hold on to those categories and think that you should always remain the guilty one, rather than I see the hopeful possibility of creating something with you. So for me, it is important for us to acknowledge that we are a part of these histories. Some histories that were bequeathed to us, we didn't want them. We'd prefer if we didn't have them. We benefit from the good parts of them. You might have some oil company, I don't know. We benefit from the good parts of them, but sometimes we don't want to acknowledge the bad parts of them. But we are part of this history that has created us. And so we need to acknowledge that in an attempt to move forward, because it is only in that acknowledgement that we can start this discussion together, that we're going to create something together in the future. It's a very, very complicated thing, because I need to stop seeing you only as white oppressor. And that is difficult, but it is possible, I think.